Fit MC.
Toda a nação brasileira, 13 horas e 21 cidadãos dançando com a sua mãe. Muito bem, cara, é um programa
The wall has finally been built. The secret project of the incursion is finally revealed to the public, and is one of the largest community projects ever on 2B2T.org. Numerous incursion members, myself included, spent hours and hours placing Obsidian to build the wall. It took hundreds of hours of work and required teamwork the likes that have never been seen on the server before. Now allow me to go into detail about why this wall means so much to the server, how it almost didn't happen, and the lengths the incursion went to just to get it built. You will not believe how this thing came about. The original concept for the wall was created by Jared 2013. We wanted something that was symbolic of us keeping the Ant Venom fans contained in Spawn, and so the idea of the wall came to fruition. Each of us was assigned one of the cardinal directions, and we had to deliver the Obsidian to the wall and start placing it. I personally placed over 10,000 blocks of Obsidian, but I know many other players placed way more than I did. Way more. Of course, this didn't all go according to plan right away. There were a few roadblocks along the way. The first obstacle was clearing the lava casts. And since I love TNT so much, I was put on the Demolition team. Oh, it was fun. It took a few hours and it took a few shulkers at TNT, but we got the job done. But with lag holding us down slightly, it was not pretty. Once all the obstacles were destroyed, the first phase of the project was complete. As we began to build the wall, though, word began to spread that we were building it in the first place, and that's where our second problem came in. Sabotage. There were players out there that actively tried to sabotage the wall, and Withers was one way that they thought they could do it. Well, they underestimated the amount of dedication the incursion had to building their wall. Early morning, April 17th, I had to help Atlas clear out a bunch of the withers at the wall corner, and much like earlier, it got ugly real quickly. By mid-morning, the incursion had killed over 60 withers on just one side of the wall. It was not a fun battle, but it was a necessary one. But then came the next problem. How are we going to get enough obsidian in time for all these workers to place it down? We were not able to produce obsidian fast enough to get the wall done in time. So that's when a stroke of genius came from the incursion. For the first time ever in 2B2T history, slave labor was used to accomplish a community project. Work camps were set up at 0-0 in both the overworld and the nether, and ants and other new players were forced to mine obsidian or face execution. It was the perfect way to obtain plenty of obsidian for the incursion members to place along the wall. I can't recall another time in 2B history where this was done, and even done effectively. The new players actually worked for the incursion, and they produced enough obsidian to finish the wall. I'd never seen this done before on 2B, but I guess this incursion is a little special. Now with the wall pretty much complete, it's only a matter of time before players start whittling away at it. But, mission accomplished. We built something that people thought was impossible, a giant obsidian wall, thousands of blocks long, completely encasing spawn, stopping people from escaping. They said we couldn't do it. The cynics said we couldn't do it, but we did it. Now comes the long, tedious process of defending this thing until it finally falls, although it's going to take years before this thing is gone for good. Now, yes, we are going to have people attacking this thing, but we don't mind staying to defend it. That's our job. Sato's the one that put this incursion together in the first place, and he said that it was only going to last 1 month from April 3rd, so on May 3rd, the incursion is formally going to end. It's been a really fun incursion, probably the most fun I've had in an incursion since the third one back in 2015. The fourth was fun, but there were way too many sabotage attempts from our own community for it to actually be relaxing and enjoyable. It was tense non-stop, but this one, I've really enjoyed it a lot. And I'll probably put out a video kind of just talking about this entire ant venom invasion as a whole, because so much has happened in such a short amount of time. I mean, think about it. It's only been 3 weeks, and we've already accomplished so much together as a group. We put aside our differences, and we all banded together. Even though a lot of these groups hate each other, we came together for the cause. And that's to uphold the 2B2T tradition of killing new players. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen to 2B2T once this invasion is over with. Who knows? But I'll be there on the front lines, at spawn, at bases, giving you the scoop, as I always do. So thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the channel over the past month as this ant venom invasion has happened. And hopefully, whatever happens from here on out, we'll be ready for it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and stay alive out there, will ya?